Hello, Clarity community. How's it going? Logan here. Today, I'm going to make a video that just dives into everything that you can do with the Clarity platform. The development team and our early clients, we've been working together to build more and more features to make a robust DAO and community operating system for decentralized projects. So what I'm going to do is share screen here, and I'm just going to walk through the user journeys on the Clarity platform. So admins can see what they can do, community can see what they can do, and we can really go into it. So here we are. We're on clarity.vote. I have my wallet connected here. Nami wallet is always a good one to use. Simple, and it works well with our site. So the first thing to get started is adding an organization. Now, to add an organization, you click the Add Organization button. Now, your referral code here, this can get you points. Okay, so you can level up on the leaderboard for Clarity. I'm going to talk a little bit about a new feature where you're going to be able to redeem points for different prizes. But your referral code is your stake address. So if you go to your profile tab, you can get your referral code very easily. You just come here, it puts in your stake address for you. You just click copy, and then you can send that to your friends and invite them to the platform. I'm pretty sure you get like 500 points for referring someone to the platform and 1,000 points for referring someone that creates an organization. So we'll keep going, and we're going to look at what it is to create an organization. I'll just say sample org. So you can put in the name of your organization, the description of your organization. You can upload your logo. You can put in the links to your website, Twitter, Discord, so that the community can easily find you. And then you get to customize your decentralization. So here, who can create polls and bounties? Members with at least blank voting power. Now, if you want to leave it open to everyone, then you can leave it at 0. If you want to have people at least hold, 10 or 5 of your assets, you can up this to the number you would like to have be the threshold for people in your community creating proposals. Now, with that being said, the other option you have is to make it so it's only admins. Okay, so if we do only admins, then only the admins of the organization can create polls and bounties. Now, the extra check that gives you a lot of flexibility is you can have it so anyone in the community with over 5 tokens can create polls and bounties. But before it goes live to the community, you want to require admins to approve polls and bounties. So you can click yes here. And then you're able to say how many admins must approve it before it goes live. You can make it 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. And then you can say how many days the admin has to approve it. So that is what you can do when you are creating your organization to really control how decentralized or how centralized your community operates with this snapshot organization. Now, when you click next, you're able to add your governance tokens. So all you do is you come in here, you select the token. It creates a drop down of all the tokens in your wallet. You can pull other policy IDs as well. You put in your policy ID. You can say, oh, 1 token is 1 vote. How many asset decimals does it have? How many decimals does the asset have? So it would automatically populate. So say I did like Genius. I think I have some gens. Yeah, gens. It puts that in there, and I know this fungible token has 6 asset decimals. So I do that. So that just ensures that everything is calculated properly. So that's how you do it. And the last thing is you can either select linear or quadratic. So if you do, linear, then it's 1 token, 1 vote. It goes up linearly. If you do quadratic, what it does is it takes the square root of the amount of tokens held based off the formula you've made. And this lessens the impact of whales. So if someone has 100 of these tokens and it's 1 token, 1 vote, they would have 10 votes because it's calculated on a linear scale. Now, we create our organization. So we created the Clarity organization. So we're going to go into Clarity. So once you create your organization, you're going to be kicked back to your dashboard, your community dashboard. And you can see all the governance rules that you've made, all of the policy IDs that you've made. You can see how many of this token you have, voting power, how much voting power you have in this community. And then you can also see all of the governance actions that are going on for this community. So right now we have, about a 100,000 ADA treasury that is voting on behalf of the Clarity community. So we have a governance action going where anyone can put in their proposals. If it gets more than 30, our community wallet will be voting for it. You can see the description of the proposal. You can see the timeline of the proposal. When's the submission deadline? When does the voting open? When does the voting close? So you can have all these different governance actions that you're able to see. Now, one thing to talk about with governance actions is when you create a governance action, you can either create a poll or bounty. Now, the difference between these two is that when you create a poll, this gives the community predefined options to vote on. So you can have, 5 different options to vote on. Maybe you're trying to decide, what tokens your project will list, and you want the community to choose their 5 favorite out of 10. But you can also have a bounty. And the difference between a poll and a bounty is that a bounty allows the community to come in and create the options to vote on. So this one that I just showed you is a bounty because people can come in and they can implement their Catalyst proposals as an option to be voted on. So you can use them for a lot of different things. Bounties can be used for art competitions, for idea generation. It's really about crowdsourcing your community's intelligence and creating options for the community to vote on by allowing the community to actually create the options. So next thing that we'll look into is really surrounding community engagement and community growth. So here we are on the leaderboards tab. Now with the leaderboard tab, communities can create custom incentives. So if I subscribe to Clarity Protocol on YouTube, I can get 100 points. If I follow Clarity on Medium, I can get 100 points. If I join the Discord, I can get 100 points and so forth. We have it so if you come to our community meetups, you get 1,000 points. If you cast a on-chain vote on testnet, you can get 100 points. So you can really create whatever incentives you want as an admin. I will show you how to do that next once we go to this admin tab here. So the next thing is the leaderboards. So people are getting all these points. They get points for voting, participating in governance, creating options in the bounty, in the governance options, completing incentives that you get to create, and they level up on the leaderboard here. Now you have all-time leaderboard, which we're looking at now. These are the people that are at the top of the Clarity leaderboard, and you can also have competition-specific leaderboards. So these are leaderboards that are set to a specific time. So this one runs from January 14th to January 21st, and the people at the top of this leaderboard are receiving a prize of 1,000 ADA. This is how Clarity is using this feature to help grow community and drive engagement and usage of the platform. So you can see people are completing incentives, doing actions on the platform, and they're leveling up. We have other competitions here that you can see. This one has already ended, but you can see that these are the people that won the prizes in this week. So let's go to the admin tab here. And we will discuss all of the different functionalities that admins can do on the platform. Oh, click governance. Let's see if I can do it this way. All right, so bear with me a second. Okay, so now we are on the admin dashboard. So here on the admin dashboard, you can see what subscription you have. You can check out your decentralization settings. You can edit your snapshot governance voting power. So if you want to change the policy ID, or maybe you want to add another collection that your community is using, all you have to do is come to the admin dashboard and you're able to add the token in the same process as you did with your earlier one. The other thing you can do is add other admins. So when you add other admins, all you have to do to add other admins is put in their wallet address, and then you'll be able to add them as an admin to your organization. And the next thing is you have your list of incentives here. So Clarity actually has created 41 different incentives that the community can come in and complete for points. So how it works is when someone completes an incentive, they submit their proof in that other tab. I'll go back and show that as well. You can click view. As the admin, you can scroll down, and what you can see is the proof. So this is a put D/ACC in your X bio. And I can see I submitted this. I have D/ACC in my X bio, so I can click approve. When I approve this, what it does is it automatically updates their points tally on the leaderboard, and they get to keep going. Now, if you want to add another incentive, so say you want to say like, come to our Twitter space. Okay, you can say, we'll give you 500 points for coming to our Twitter space. You can put it in the description of how it works. You can put in the link to it. And then you can even enforce a deadline. So if you want people to complete this incentive by a certain date, you can come in here, say you want it to complete it by the 21st, and boom, you're able to add a deadline there. Now, next is the creation of competitions. Now, this is a simple kind of widget where you can create different competitions. So you see I've created 4 here. You can create a new one, and you just put in the name of the competition, and then you say when it starts and when it ends, and that will create a time-based leaderboard like we saw on the leaderboard tab for a specific set of time so your community can have a competition. And the next thing you can do is you can adjust your UI. So you can customize your UI and really make it look like, you know, your branding and your DAO. So that is an overview of the platform. We encourage people to create incentives and start tracking community involvement and really build up this leaderboard to track it. Now, that is about all that I have to talk about today. If you liked this content, please make sure to subscribe. And thank you guys very much. We're excited to be building a DAO operating system for our decentralized partners. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much.